శ్రోతలకు నమస్కారం. క్రికెట్ నగరం పాడ్కాస్ట్ స్వాగతం, సుస్వాగతం. మామూలుగా ఎప్పుడు తెలుగులోనే ఎపిసోడ్ చేస్తూ ఉంటాము, మీరు వింటూనే ఉన్నారు. కాకపోతే సందర్భానుసారంగా అప్పుడప్పుడు ఇంగ్లీష్ ఎపిసోడ్స్ ముందు కూడా చేసాము, అలాంటిదే ఇవాళ చేయబోతున్నాము. ఇప్పుడు ఈ ఎపిసోడ్ మేజర్గా ఇంగ్లీష్ లేదా అక్కడక్కడ హిందీ, హైదరాబాద్ హిందీ లేదా డక్ని మాట్లాడడం జరుగుతుంది. సో జస్ట్ బేర్ విత్ అస్. So yeah, coming to the topic. So few days back, there was an announcement that the new Lucknow franchise would be named as Lucknow Super Giants. So as soon as the name came out, immediately I saw a tweet on my Twitter timeline saying, "So Deccan Chargers is the best IPL franchise name ever." That just cracked me up, and that was made by none other than Varun bhai, who is, I guess, in my book, he should be the biggest Deccan Chargers fan. So yeah, welcome to the show, Varun bhai. How are you?
Hey, hi Rahul. Thanks for having me on this show. It's my first time I'm doing a podcast, and thank you for the words. I just want to give a shout out to you and Raju. You guys are doing a fantastic job. I think this is a one of a kind of a podcast where features a local language, and I don't think I've come across any other podcast like this. So keep the good work, guys. Keep it going.
Thank you for the kind words, Varun bhai. So yeah, coming to Deccan Chargers. So yeah, let's rewind to 2008, bhai. So what were you doing at that time when IPL announcement was were made? The franchises had come into play, and then you had the names of the franchises coming one by one. I think the first was Chennai Super Kings. I
Of
had a
course.
hearty laugh. So yeah, so take
Yeah.
us back to that time.
So 2008. So I was working for a company called Deloitte. ये 2007 में था, and I just quit my job then because I wanted to prepare for my MBA. So 2007 December I quit Deloitte, and I think it was around that same time when India was touring Australia, that famous series that was going on then.
Monkey Gate.
Yeah, the monkey gate. Those memories are still fresh. So I think it was around that time that the IPL was announced that they will be starting the
Yeah, yeah,
something
it
called as
was,
the
yeah,
Indian
the
Premier
beginning
League.
of 2008.
Yeah, and even though all the controversies surrounding that tour was going on, but you could instantly feel that okay, IPL was sort of a, what do you say, a diffuser, because a lot of people started talking about it in the commentary itself. Uh, I remember Wasim and Harsha Vogle chatting about it, and you had the Shaz and Vaz show, which was very quite famous at that time. So this also came up. So, it already created a buzz. The IPL already created a buzz before even the first franchisee was announced or anything was formally done. So, at the back of my mind, I was thinking, okay, this is something new, this is something exciting, especially after, the buzz which was created once when we won the T20 World Cup. So I was very excited when the IPL was announced, and I hoped at the back of my mind that there would be one team from Hyderabad which will come up. So, and uh, fast forward to 2008, yeah, the Hyderabad franchisee was announced, and it wasn't surprising that the Deccan Chronicle, the newspaper Deccan Chronicle took up the franchise because they already had a local connect. We know how Deccan Chronicle has a local connect with Hyderabad. So when the name was announced, Deccan Chargers, I was like, this is a very cool name. It hit instantly. Like there were other franchisee names like like you mentioned, CSK and then
Yeah,
RCB
that
and
was. I mean, even to this date, I mean, CSK fans might be after me, but man, Chennai Super Kings is kind.
Super Kings. I am still okay with Chennai Super Kings, but I had a very hearty laugh when I heard Mumbai Indians. I mean, I couldn't.
Yeah, yeah. Sachin has come
Such
up
an
with
yeah,
this name, Mumbai Indians. I was like,
yeah.
Mumbai Indians. So are
So
they equating Red Indians to Indians or someone?
yeah, I know. Because one thing was in that tweet which you mentioned earlier, someone replied on that tweet saying that it was supposed to be Mumbai Razors first. Then I think Sachin came in and said like, no, 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 let's call it Mumbai Indians. I don't know for what reason, but okay. I
I
was
think, I mean, the names of the franchises just like how we imported the cheerleaders from the NFL at that time in 2008. I mean, later on when I went to US, then I came to know that okay, you have this team called San Diego Chargers or the Los Angeles
yes,
Chargers
yes,
now.
Los
So I
Angeles
guess
Chargers. No, yeah,
I think we owe it to them that we
yeah,
had
we
the
owe it
team
to
named.
them. But even with Deccan Chargers, I think Deccan Chargers is that only kind of a thing which didn't have a city name base to it. Like you have Mumbai
Yeah.
Indians, CSK, RCB, KKR, Delhi Daredevils, and the others. But Deccan Chargers was kind of a very unique name. I know it's Chargers is already taken by an NFL team, but it still sounded very cool to me. And
Absolutely. Chargers. Yeah.
Chargers, yeah,
Yeah, then came that auction and how that went about, and then the team came into picture with
I,
with
I,
so many
I,
superstars.
I don't think I was. I don't think I will be ever be so excited for an auction as how it was in the first season. I mean, because my favorite cricketer is Adam Gilchrist, and when his name was auctioned to Deccan Chargers, I was like, wow, I'm going to actually see Adam Gilchrist play for a Hyderabadi based IPL franchise. I think I couldn't have asked for a better start. And slowly the other names, when they started being auctioned, I'm like, what is this team we are building? We have Adam Gilchrist, okay, we have Shahid Afridi, we have Andrew Simons, Herschel Gibbs, RP Singh, Chaminda Was. I'm like, on paper, we are the champions already. And, you know,
Yeah, I mean, Andrew Simons and Shahid Afridi, I guess they were the clinchers. I mean, along with Herschel
yeah,
Gibbs, which
Herschel
we
Gibbs,
seeing that we thought that yeah, we are number one.
we
There's
are the
no way that
champions,
anybody can beat us.
correct. And it created quite a buzz already that the Deccan Chargers has this superstar franchise. Even though the highest paid player I think was MS Dhoni at that time
Yeah, yeah.
in the first auction,
Yeah,
but
secret.
still I think
Even Deccan Chargers had bid for it. I guess. I mean, there
yeah,
was a
Deccan
three-way
Chargers also went for
tie.
it.
There was
Yeah,
some drama.
of course, Chennai had to take him. There was no way he was
Yeah,
going to any other
yeah.
franchise. So that happened, and then yeah, I was very excited for our squad.
And Rohit Sharma,
Rohit
our
Sharma,
captain
how
in
can you
waiting,
forget?
our captain in waiting.
That is going to create another storm once he's announced as the test captain.
Yeah.
But anyways, so
But I
yeah,
mean, if you
Rohit
look
Sharma.
at, I mean, back then we thought that it was a very strong squad. But if you look at it right now I have the list in front of me. Okay, you
Hmm.
had this big star players of Gilchrist, Simons, Gibbs, Chamindavas, and I mean, okay, to an extent you can say Pragyan Oja was a known person of Fridi and all. Okay,
Yep. Yep.
but I mean, if you look at the core basics of the team, actually we didn't have a lot of bowling over there.
No,
We were depending upon
we were
local
terribly bad.
bowlers.
We were terribly bad. Okay, we had Vash, but he was at the end of his career. We had RP Singh, who was still upcoming, and but the rest of them, we
Yeah,
did a terrible job
Pragyanoja
winning.
was also almost unknown. I mean, for Hyderabad
Unknown,
folk,
yes,
we had known him, but I guess
correct.
on the national level, nobody knew him. Sanjay Bangar was there, our all
Sanjay
rounder,
Bangar was there. Yeah, oh
the
man.
original Hardik Pandya.
I was quite surprised to see his name.
Then
Then
we
we had
have
Bhuvan
the
Zoisa.
Nuwan Zoisa, yeah, I mean, Chamara Silva.
I don't know how these names were actually selected. I think
Scott Styris was also there actually. Scott Styris was a big good pick.
Scott Sharis was a very good pick from an all-round perspective. You had Afridi already,
Hmm.
and then you had Scott Styris adding to it. So
Then you had Venugopal Rao,
Venugopal Rao
our
is our mascot. I'm telling you,
yes.
there is no question about it. He absolutely loved being in Deccan Chargers team, and it was kind of sad to let him go once the main auction started again. But
Yeah.
I love the guy. I absolutely love the guy.
Yeah, back then we used to have this rule, right? I mean, every franchise has to pick from its catchment area.
Yes,
Suppose the
yes,
Deccan Chargers franchise has to pick from Hyderabad and Andhra Ranji teams for sure. So
correct,
that's the
correct,
reason why
correct.
we had players like Vijay Kumar,
Vijay
the fast
Kumar
bowler from
and
Kadapa,
Yep. And then you had Arjun Yadav
the
also,
Arjun Yadav. Yeah, he
the
had to be there.
controversial Arjun Yadav.
Yeah, he had to be there. There's no doubt.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that he was there for us for the entirety of it. I think he was there till 2010, 2011,
Yeah,
if my
of
memory
course,
serves
man.
well.
यादव साहब को कैसे बाहर रख सकते
अरे रे रे रे
हैं
तब पता चला अच्छा नेपोटिज्म का क्या पावर है मतलब वो बंदे ने
Yeah,
कुछ किया ही नहीं आई रिमेम्बर हिम प्लेइंग ओनली अ कपल ऑफ गेम्स एंड
of course. You also have the current leader of opposition in Bihar. He
करेक्ट
used to play for Delhi
दिल्ली
Daredevils.
डेविल्स आई आई कांट बिलीव दैट आल्सो हैपेंड
थोड़ा आगे होता था अनुराग ठाकुर भी खेल लेता था आईपीएल.
अरे क्या बिल्कुल एकदम अगर हिमाचल का टीम अभी शिमला बोल के कुछ निकलता था तो वो तो कैप्टन ही बन जाता था
So yeah, okay. So we heard about the squad. We thought, okay, yeah, we are going to be winning the trophy for sure. I mean, yeah, our captain. We forgot talking
कैप्टन
about our captain VVS,
I guess
the
you needed
legend.
to have an icon player right at that time so
Yeah,
there was no other choice but to go with VVS
but actually,
and
VVS I mean, that was very generous on his part. So, icon players in those days would be getting 10% more than the highest
correct
paid
correct
player in the
correct
franchise, right?
exactly exactly
He had
exactly
rejected that. I mean,
he had
that
rejected
was
that.
typical VVS.
He's a very nice guy, I would say. If you meet him, I've met him a couple of times because he and I are from the same school, Little Flower High
Oh,
School.
little flower.
So I met him a couple of times. Humble guy, nice guy. हाँ कभी कभी कुछ ज्यादा ही बात कर लेता है as we see from his tweets and his commentary. But yeah, that was nice of him because he knew that I'm not a T20 player. So okay, you must have ठीक है मेरा नाम ला लिया तुम लोगों ने, but ठीक है I'm not going to accept this icon this thing. And as we saw from the first season itself, midway only he gave up the captaincy. ये मेरे से नहीं
Yeah.
होने वाला है क्योंकि मेरे को ना T20 खेलना आता है ना मेरे को इतना दिमाग है करने के लिए तो I'm going to give up the captaincy also.
Yeah, but in
So
his book, he had written very badly. I mean, as to how, I mean, not bad, but he was a little bit, I mean, firm, saying that, I mean, first when the franchise had me on board, they promised a lot of things. They said I'll have a lot of freedom and all. And once results stopped coming, then they said that okay, please move aside, which wasn't good,
yeah,
which
see
isn't the
this
way to
is
go and all.
see this is one this is see when a league starts off right, you can't be like okay what is being promised will be delivered to you. It will change at any point of time and it will be result based because your so much money has been invested. Your owners want the results, and if they don't see the results coming in, you will be replaced immediately, no matter how much of a connect you have with the city. And that is something which now we have accepted. At that time, we couldn't accept it because the league just started off. So
Yeah, but it was a struggle to see him play, man, during those first 2 years.
see, it was really a struggle. Okay, he did what he had to do. So and then he wisely stepped aside and like, okay, I'll be in the management. I think that is a better position for me.
But I mean, let's discuss about the kit of the team, man. What were they thinking, man, about that the color
That
combination?
beige color, something. Yeah, I absolutely hated it. Absolutely hated it. Like good name, terrible kid, terrible kid. black pant and that,
Yeah, the logo was also horrible for the first
yeah,
season.
that charging bull.
Yeah, Charging Bull. It was red and black, and
Yeah,
also the song. I don't even remember the first
I,
season song.
it was some. I remember the video of that song. It was shot in some desert or something like that. These guys are all sweaty and they are all charging and stuff like that. Yeah, even I have a very vague memory of it, and I even forgot about it. Like okay, you know, name is great, but the kit is absolutely terrible. I don't know who even designed it.
So I mean, okay, now the tournament starts, and as usual, the Hyderabad franchise tournament starts the last.
नवाब की औलाद. We stayed true to our name. हैदराबादी मतलब पक्का नवाबी.
How?
अरे देख लेंगे, आराम से जीतेंगे, क्या है, एक दो मैचेस
Yeah.
आए हैं,
So
हार गए ना, ठीक है. बहुत मैचेस है अभी खेलने के लिए.
I mean, what were your feelings? I mean, we were losing match upon match. I mean, did you happen to go to the stadium at that during that season?
So the first match that we played as a franchise was against KKR, and that actually was quite a close match. It wasn't it wasn't a one way this thing, but and we were having the momentum. I think we were defending a very small total, and they we had them down for like 4 5 wickets
Yeah,
in the
it was the
15th
old
over.
quick air wicket. Yeah.
Yeah, but then suddenly the lights went out in KKR stadium at Eden Gardens.
Yeah. I remember. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, अब अपना नसीब ही खराब है मतलब टीम का.
हाँ. मैंने मतलब suddenly the lights went out and जितना भी momentum we were gathering, we lost it. And I think David Hussey was in KKR at that time, and he came in and he finished the game off within in the 19th over or 20th over, I think. So yeah, so it was kind of a tough loss to take, but ठीक है. Like you said, अरे नवाब है अपन, first game ही है ना, ठीक है, हार गए. Then the losses started piling up. It and I used to live in Hapshiguda, which is not far from the Opal Stadium. It's I think around 2 kilometers from Hapshiguda, and I remember. I think when did we play Rajasthan Royals? That famous game.
I
I
think
think it
that
was
was the third game
third
on
game. Yeah,
on
yeah,
our
yeah.
home turf. Yeah.
On or yeah. So I didn't go for that game, but you can actually hear the crowd noise, even though 2 kilometers away you're staying from the stadium. You could still hear the stadium. You can still hear the noises from the stadium. So the game against Rajasthan, I thought that we will actually win this game. I mean, the way Simons was smashing, uh, and we set up a nice total of 220. I thought, okay, this game is in the bag,
Yeah.
and we
That
actually
was
started
that.
bowling well.
Yeah, that was 2000, man. The year 2000. I mean, 2008. I mean, there's no way that teams could chase so big.
Yeah, I was confident, even though they were smashing. I still thought, okay, maybe one wicket here and there, they will also lose their momentum, and we will win this comfortably. But Yusuf Pathan happened.
The many of the heartbreaks for us.
Yep,
He
Yusuf
was a
Pathan
repeated
came out of
tormentor.
nowhere and just started smashing. In fact, Yusuf Pathan, I was watching this legendary Worlds series which was happening a couple of days back, and the way he was smashing the bowlers, it was exact reminded me of that game only. So this guy just came in and he just started smashing. I'm like, okay, what is happening? What is happening? No, we can't lose this. But then, in the end, Rajasthan Royals also started losing wickets. And it's like, okay, there is maybe some hope. Also, Pathan uh, may not take them over the line. Then came Shane Warne. Shane Warne came and he smashed Andrew Simons out of the park, and we
Yeah, I
lost the
think it was
game.
the last over, right?
Yeah,
We had to
last over.
defend 17 in the last
17.
over.
And I think Andrew Simons was bowling. And Shane Warne just casually came in and started smacking him around. And, we ultimately lost the game.
I mean, but yeah, I think that was the beginning of the end for VVS captaincy. I mean, I remember
Yeah,
him
that,
being targeted for that move. Everybody
yes,
said, "How can
yes.
you give the ball to a
How
part
can
timer
he?
for the last over?"
Correct, correct.
I mean,
Yeah, I mean, and that only showed that we did so terribly at the auctions when it came to bowling. And so I think after that, I was like, okay, fine. We lost the game. Tough loss. This is the toughest loss to take in. But okay, 3 games still in. I think we can still turn this around, And then then our fourth game was against Mumbai Indians in Mumbai. I had a feeling that we would win this game.
yeah,
I
yeah,
had a
Mumbai
very
were
good feeling.
playing so badly, na.
Yeah, Mumbai were also as bad as us because
They were a
when it
big
came to the fourth
comedy
game,
show.
yep,
थप्पड़
when it came
थप्पड़
to
का
the
मामला.
और सचिन तेंदुलकर था वो टाइम पे तो और ही उनका सो वी वर लाइक क्वाइटली स्लिपिंग अंडर द शैडो क्योंकि अरे मुंबई इंडियंस भी नहीं जीत रहा उनका तो और अच्छा स्क्वाड है सचिन तेंदुलकर है उसमें तो आई थिंक ऑल द फोकस वाज ऑन मुंबई इंडियंस एट दैट टाइम so these two teams met for the first time and both hadn't won a game and we restricted Mumbai to around 150 I think and I thought okay ये chase हो जाएगा ऐसा नहीं हो सकता कि अपन इसकी ये भी हार जाएंगे and we actually chased it down without losing any wicket. We won by 10 wickets and Gilchrist went berserk. Lakshman also contributed significantly and I was very happy. Wow, we won by 10 wickets and this is our first victory. So, okay, we got something rolling. We got something going now. So, and then after that, so in the first season, I saw 4 games at the stadium. The first game was against Kolkata. Uh, that was a tough game because Ganguly scored some 90 odd in that game, I think, and we lost that game by I think 20, 30 odd runs. I don't remember. So yeah, all the matches that I saw at the stadium, we lost.
Yeah,
So I
we
think
didn't open our account until 2011, I think, at Uppal.
yes, yes,
Because
yeah,
2008 we hadn't won anything. 2009 we played in
nine,
South Africa. 2010 we could not play because of Telangana agitation.
yes,
So
yes.
even in 2011 it took us 5 matches to win finally at home. So वो तो बहुत ये पूजा भी करते थे कि वो अपना रणजी टीम भी पूरे मैचेस वो मतलब
I
आ जाते थे ना
remember
तब 28
Gilchrist.
21 ऑल आउट.
करेक्ट करेक्ट आई रिमेम्बर गिलक्रिस्ट का एक इंटरव्यू था वेयर ये फर्स्ट सीजन के बारे में ही है वेयर ही सेड आई ट्राइड सो मेनी थिंग्स to make us win. I even slept on the other side of the bed, not on the normal, not on the normal way we sleep, to just to make sure that okay, कुछ वहम वहम होगा शायद जीत पाएंगे अपन लेकिन नहीं हुआ. So that Kolkata loss, okay, we lost. Then the second game that I saw was against RCB, the famous RCB,
वाह
and
अपना अपने पट्टे.
अपने भट्टे, अपना extended city, like I like to call it on Twitter. So there also, I thought we could win this game because that was also a very close game. And but in the end, we lost. RCP chased down our total. But you know what? Something happened in that game. You know, I could feel that IPL at that time didn't have rivalries and stuff like that because that was first season, obviously. But that loss against RCB, made me feel that okay, this is the start of something. There's something special is going to happen here, and this could be our rivals because every team needs a rival.
Yeah, yeah.
छोटा टीम रहो, बड़ा टीम रहो, कुछ भी रहो, एक राइवल तो रहना चाहिए. And we found our rivals. We found our arch rivals, and that is RCB. पता चल गया था. And it was so heartbreaking that we lost 2 back-to-back games to RCB. I was like,
Yeah, even they
"Ugh."
were also bottom
Yeah,
benchers, na? I mean, along with
Bo-
us.
yeah,
So I think
so
towards the end of the season, we played a match against them at Uppal, which they win. I mean, I remember this match clearly because I was like, ah, we have to at least win this so that we don't finish at the bottom, we don't get the wooden spoon.
correct, correct, correct,
तो
correct.
उन लोग को कोई आया, कोई अकिल अकिल बाला अकिल या कोई आके
हाँ,
ऐसा
कोई
मार लिया
तो भी
था,
आके मार
याद
दिया.
है मेरे को.
It was a crushing loss to take. It was more crushing than the RR one to take,
So we are
honestly.
star-crossed, I mean, rivals, man. I mean, they Hyderabad IPL franchise, whether it is Deccan Chargers or Sunrisers and RCB, I mean, we go long back, actually.
Yeah, we go very long back, and it's a rivalry which people don't talk about much. I think
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean,
it should be promoted more. I feel it's a very underrated rivalry.
yeah. So I had
So
gone to the last match in that season. Actually,
okay,
the
okay.
Deccan Chargers versus Chennai Super Kings, the last league match at
Oh,
home.
even I was there for that game, so I think we must have
Oh,
crossed paths
wonderful.
at some
Yeah, we
point.
might have. So I remember at least last match to जीत and okay, I was like, okay, if we beat Chennai, then थोड़ा तो इज्जत बच जाएगा.
Because we
लेकिन
had already beaten Chennai. We had already beaten Chennai in that season, so it would have been nice to have 2 out of 2.
actually, it was a pretty close match. We had come to the
It was.
last over. I was hoping that Vijay Kumar will hold out against Raina, but Raina smashed the last ball that he faced to for a six. Yeah, I mean,
And I think it was a
I thought,
must-win game
wow.
for Chennai also because they started off the season well, but then they also the wheels came off for them also, and I think they had to win their last 2 3 games to qualify or something like that. If I'm not too sure. So
But yeah, so
people,
I thought okay, chalo, इस बार तो हो गया. So, but after 2008 season, I couldn't watch IPL for the next 2 years because I was part of the famous Nallakunta factory that most of you all will know, right? So I was doing my intermediate during that time. So I was locked up without TV. So for the next
yeah.
2 years, I guess, I mean, for especially the championship year of 2009, I guess you have to be our narrator, I guess. So 2009 season. So whatever happened in 2008, people thought, okay, chalo, we will wash it away with a new kit, new captain, and new rip roaring song. So just talk about that, na.
So after that forgettable season, 2008 season, I'm like, okay, 2009, शायद कुछ होगा, शायद कुछ होगा. We will make a turnaround. And that first started with the kit, this bluish, this different shade of blue, and I'm like, wow, this is a very cool kit because the Mumbai Indians also had a blue kit, the Rajasthan Royals also had a blue kit, but it was a very terrible blue shade that they had. When I saw the Deccan Chargers ka new kit, I was like, wow, this actually really looks cool, and I must find a way to get my hands on it. So Uh, the kit was fantastic. I just fell in love with the kit, and it looked so cool on everybody. And
Yeah,
not only
yeah.
the
People even still wear it, you know. I mean, whenever we
yeah,
are going on the road, we see one odd
there is,
person wearing that. Okay, so man, it does have some cool factor.
and not just the jerseys. Even the helmet was also looking very nice. Even the
Yeah, yeah. The new
pads,
logo was also very slick,
yeah,
man.
very slick. Very slick, like you said, very slick. That's the correct word for it. Very slick, very sleek. And I heard at that time, the kids weren't ready for the team. They came in at the last moment because of some financial situation or something like that. But I guess it was a blessing in disguise that it came in. I was very happy. I was very stoked up for the new season when I saw that kid. And then the song. Oh my god, that still remains as the best theme song for any franchise. It had so much flavor to it. It really gets you going when you listen to that song. You listen to that Sunrisers Go Chargers Go. Sorry, Go Chargers Go. It really gets you going. And I listen to heavy metal, so this was not, I wouldn't say a heavy metal song, but it was on par there. It had everything. It had a nice opening. It had a nice riff. It had a nice lead. Everything resonated. So you know the 2009 season, we were charged up. Better kit and a better theme song. So I was like, yes, we can go. We are winning this time.
So we also changed quite a bit with the squad, na? No
Yes.
Shahid
So
Afridi, of course,
no Shahid
because
Afridi
of
because
what
of the
happened.
2611.
Yeah.
And then we bought in some new reinforcements also. We got Ryan Harris. I was very excited to see Ryan Harris. And then we had Fidel Edwards. That was also a very good prospect.
Yeah,
So I
he
think they
was a
understood.
star, right? For how
He
many
was a
ever
star.
matches he was there in the beginning.
Yeah, yeah. So I think they figured out, okay, our batting is decent. We'll still have to work on it. But now bowling is one concern that we have to really focus on the actions, and they got in some very good bowlers. So Fidel Edwards was there, Ryan Harris, and we had our usuals, Pragyan Oja and RP Singh was already there. We got in Dwayne Smith. Now I didn't know anything about Dwayne Smith at that time. Honestly speaking,
Yeah, the
we
thing is,
had
we were playing in South Africa, no? So we didn't have any
yes,
baggage as to coming back
yeah,
to Uppal and playing those matches on
correct,
that
correct,
horrible
correct, correct.
stadium kind of thing.
And then in the Lord of the Rings, I don't know if you've seen that movie.
I'm a
That
bit aware of it, yeah. Mm.
yeah. So the hobbits are in the Lord of the Rings are those that race which no one cares about, but the
Hmm.
hobbits are the one who who become the central figure in the whole story, and they are the ones who determine how the story goes. So Harmeet Singh, the famous
Harmeet,
Harmeet Singh.
man, Harmeet Singh, man.
Harmeet Singh was our hobbit.
What a way to describe, man.
Harmeet Singh was our hobbit, and it was because no one in the story, if you look at it, hobbits are like these fun-loving creatures. क्या है अपना अपना देख लेते हैं ये लोग कुछ नहीं करते ये लोग and but they get dragged into the story. So Harmeet Singh is our hobbit. Again, our first match of the season was against Kolkata. I think we bowled them out for 110 or 100 and something like that, and we chased that down pretty well. So I think everyone knew that okay, this is a different Chargers team.
Yeah,
This is not the same Chargers team that it was there in 2008. This is going to be something different about the Chargers team this time.
yeah. We had won for first five matches, right?
First
Continuously,
four
we
matches,
were on a winning
yeah,
streak.
we
First
first
four
match.
matches, so
The second match, I was very excited because it was against RCB and we beat them at the last moment. And our schedule was the first four matches. Actually, we had a very tight schedule because first match was against Kolkata, second against RCB, third against Chennai, and fourth against Mumbai. So to defeat all these four teams, this was a monumental achievement for us.
yeah, I
And
think yeah to beat. I mean, because Chennai and Mumbai at that point of time they were playing. Actually, 2009 also they weren't playing well, but KKR was a strong unit.
yeah, KKR was a strong win. I think 2009 Mumbai Indians. I think in 2008 Mumbai, though they started off badly, they almost made it to the playoffs. So
Yeah,
2009 there were quite a bit of expectations from them. So we beat all these four teams convincingly. I mean, we beat Chennai, which I really didn't expect that we would win because we were chasing a very. I think we were chasing around 170, 175, and I thought I don't think we'll chase this down, but Gilchrist started off well, so that his momentum helped us win the game. So the first four games, wow, we are all set. Like we are going to go at least to the playoffs. I know this. Then the Nawab attitude of Hyderabad set in. वो हो जाता है अपने साथ. अरे चार मैचेस जीत गए ना रे मामा, अब क्या है, थोड़ा अभी चिल मारो. हाँ, अच्छा एक लुकमी चाय लेके बड़े हो, जीतेंगे अपन प्लेऑफ्स आराम से जाएंगे. Then we losing started losing. I'm like, अरे फर्स्ट फोर मैचेस जीत गए अपन अच्छी तरह से, फिर ये नेक्स्ट फोर मैचेस भी अपन ऐसा हार गए, अब क्या होने वाला है नहीं मालूम. Things started to turn around against Mumbai. And who was our star? Mr. Rohit Sharma.
yeah,
Rohit Sharma. I see. We put up a score of something 140 odd, and Mumbai were cruising. They were like 100 or 110 something for four wickets. I thought we would, the match bhi gaya. Socha मैं. Then came Rohit Sharma, and he took a hat trick.
हैट्रिक. हाँ, सब लोग भूल जाते हैं. हो.
Rohit Sharma को ball दिया. What a genius Gilchrist was. He was a wonderful captain. And
Yeah, no doubt.
He gave the ball to Rohit Sharma. Rohit Sharma took a hat trick and he took a couple of good catches also. And we won that game. The turnaround started from there. And I think we won a couple of games more later. And
Then there was some import. I mean, then we have to talk about that match, man. I mean, Harmeet Singh.
Harmeet Singh, man.
I think it was
Every
KKR,
game,
right?
yeah. No, KKR was more of Rohit Sharma because, again,
Okay, okay. Again,
he,
oh, the legendary, the Rohit
yeah,
Sharma, the
yeah.
finisher. Yeah, yeah.
No, the thing with Harmeet Singh was every game we played him, I don't know, Gilchrist placed a lot of faith in him. Gilchrist actually placed a lot of faith in him. And the boy delivered. He had some awesome cutters. He used to bowl these awesome cutters, which on South African pitches were very, very effective because I think the evening games had a lot of dew on them. So, it would have been very difficult to grip the ball and stuff like that. But this guy figured out, okay, if I bowl cutters, I'm going to fetch results. And he fetched results. And
Yeah,
every game that we played Harmeet Singh, we won.
I think in one of the matches, it was him who bowled the last over or something, right?
Yes, yes. I quite don't remember that match, which one it was. But he defended a modest total. And he was a star. He was really a star. And
And we have to talk about that
oh,
that Rohit Sharma.
Rohit Sharma.
Oh,
Rohit Sharma has arrived. That was the game where Rohit Sharma had arrived.
Murtaza,
And
right? So
yeah, and I think we were out in that game. I think if we had lost that game, I
yeah, I
think we would
think we
have
would
been
have been
almost
out,
eliminated.
right?
Yeah, we would have been almost been eliminated. And but then came Rohit Sharma. He started pulling. The Rohit Sharma pull started from that game. We know Rohit Sharma is such a good player of the pull shot, and he showcased his talent in that game. Like those sixes were going out of the stadium, and South Africa has huge stadiums. Those sixes that he smashed, he took 20. I think in the last
21,
two
21, 21 were
21
needed on the
runs,
last over.
this guy just started smashing, smashing, smashing. It was a sight to see, and like, wow, he actually took us home.
Yeah, yeah. The matches like these make you believe, right? I mean,
Yeah,
that okay, yeah, yeah.
and
Is team में कुछ है? I mean, we might actually be champions.
and Rohit Sharma तो अपना ही बंदा है. I mean, he's
Ah,
also Telugu. So,
he's also a Telugu guy. Yeah.
so
He had a huge fan following, man, during the
he had,
first 2 to 3 years. I mean, I
yes,
remember. I
yes,
mean,
and but you know what happened the next day? We played another game. Did you know that?
yeah, 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 yeah. I heard
We
that I think we might have lost it, right?
we lost by 1 run against Punjab.
Wow. I think in that also Rohit Sharma was there till the end or something was
Yeah,
happening.
till the end, but we lost by 1 run. I think
Wow.
it's one of those rare instances where we played back to back games the next day. I think the
Hmm.
scheduling
Yeah.
was tough. So
Then in that
uh,
season, we also had the Manish Pandey arrival, right? The great Manish
yes,
Anna arrival. That against
Manish
us,
Pandey scored his century against.
the
It was an
first
insignificant game.
IPL century. Yeah,
Yeah,
but it was first IPL century by an Indian player.
yeah. So it was insignificant because both teams had already qualified for the playoffs. So and and here's parallelly, RCB also had a similar season to 2008, but they also started picking up, and somehow they qualified to the playoffs. And this is the one thing about RCB I admire. That once they have the momentum, it's kind of tough to stop them. Once they start winning games and stuff like that, it's very hard to stop them. And you know, I was kind of excited that okay, we made it to the playoffs, but also at the same time, I was very apprehensive because you had CSK,
Delhi, right?
obviously,
And we were
Delhi,
playing
yes,
Delhi, right?
yeah, Delhi, and then you had RCB also qualifying for the playoffs. So I'm like, अरे यार आरसीबी भी प्लेऑफ्स में है, चेन्नई तो ठीक है, चेन्नई एंड दिल्ली तो ऑलरेडी है. क्या अगर गलती से अपन फाइनल्स में मिल गए तो क्या होने वाला है, मैं तो पागल ही हो जाऊंगा. But ठीक है, that is a later thing to come. So fine, we made it to the playoffs after that roller coaster of a season. And
Then the Delhi team, man, that year, I
Delhi
mean, you
team,
had
man, oh,
Sehwag, Gambhir. AB de Villiers, Warner,
but strong team, very very
yeah,
strong team.
Dirk
There was
Nance.
Dirk Nance. There was no ways we are going to win this game. मैं तो सोच के रख लिया था, अरे नहीं होता, अरे जान दे. ठीक है, प्लेऑफ्स तक आ गए, अच्छा काम कर लिया अपन. बट दिल्ली को बीट करना थोड़ा मुश्किल है. But with that batting lineup which they had, we restricted them something to only 150, 158 odd, something like that.
Yeah, I mean, again, Ryan Harris, RP Singh.
Yeah, saying. I think in a ways, जब 2008 auctions करे थे, I think they kept 2009 in mind. So I thought okay 150 close रहेगा, but देखेंगे क्या होता. Then came Gilchrist. Aha, that first over against Dirk Nance. My God, he just smashed him. I think he scored some consecutive boundaries, and I'm like,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah. I've seen the highlights recently.
yeah.
I think in the first over only he started attacking Nance, and then they fell apart.
And then the way, and there was no stopping. You know Gilchrist how he is. You that player when he starts to get going, he will, he won't stop. He won't stop. And I think we won the game very very comfortably. No hiccups, no nothing. And at that time I was like, wow, 2008, we were last.
The two teams from the bottom have
Yeah.
emerged to the top now.
And 2009, this is a fairy tale ending. ये तो मूवीज में ही होता है, ये कहीं और नहीं होता है. लेकिन ये ठीक है, हो गया, रियलिटी में भी हो गया. So 2009 finals, uh, I thought Chennai would reach the finals. I didn't expect RCB to reach. RCB though had that momentum. I didn't expect them to reach the. I didn't expect RCB to reach the finals. But as fate would have it, uh, RCB reached the finals, and I'm like, अरे यार, एक तो पहले ही मेरे को इतना फर्स्ट सीजन का अभी तक मेरे को अ, वो लॉस का अभी भी लग रहा है मेरे को. द वुंड्स आर स्टिल देयर ऑफ दैट टू बैक लॉसेस टू आरसीबी. ये अपने को फाइनल्स कैसा भी जीतना है, तभी वो टू बैक लॉसेस का मेरे को उसका मेमोरी इरेज हो जाएगा. 2009 finals, I remember there was this one rumor that was going around. At that time, there was shortage of Kingfisher beer in Hyderabad,
Oh.
and so the rumor was, अरे विजय माल्या ना पूरे किंगफिशर बॉटल उठा के ना साउथ अफ्रीका लेके गया. आई डोंट थिंक उसको हैदराबाद लोगों को किंगफिशर बियर नहीं देना था उसको, इसलिए लेके चले गया. Like the typical Hyderabad WhatsApp, sort of that WhatsApp thing that was going on then. So yeah, uh, the finals came, and very very nervous. I was nervous. Like, कैसे जीत पाएंगे यार? You look at that Bangalore lineup. When I go back and I look at that scorecard and I look at that Bangalore batting lineup, everyone could bat
I mean,
from the
Jack
first.
Callis, Manish
Callis,
Pandey,
Manish Pandey,
Vander
Rolf van der Merwe.
Verwa. He's
Oh
still
my
playing.
God,
He's still
he's
playing
still
around
playing.
the world.
He's still playing, and
Rahul
yeah,
Dravid, of
Rahul
course.
Dravid, Kumble, Ross Taylor,
Ross Taylor. Ross Taylor was a
Ross Taylor,
revelation.
yeah, Ross Taylor, Robin Uthappa.
अपना own Chiku.
अरे विराट कोहली कैसे भूल गए?
Uthappa, Boucher, Praveen Kumar, who was pretty
Voucher,
hot
oh
at
my
that time,
God, yeah. Vinay Kumar
and
could also
Vinay
bat.
Kumar,
Yep, he could also bat.
and the original T20 leggy Anil Kumble.
Yes, of course. And he lived up to his legend. फर्स्ट ओवर में उसने गिलक्रिस्ट को निकाल दिया. हम लाइक अरे यार, अब तो गया ये गेम. आई थिंक वी वर टू डाउन और समथिंग लाइक दैट फॉर 20 ऑड और समथिंग लाइक दैट. एंड देन गिब्स तो कुछ करा नहीं पूरा सीजन.
Oh, yeah,
like
they,
in
huh.
flashes, like in flashes he must have done something, but nothing extraordinary. But he turned up to the finals. Him and Simons, they put on a very good show. And I think Rohit Sharma also made a significant contribution.
Yeah,
So
it was
ठीक
a
है.
typical Sunrisers
हाँ
Hyderabad Deccan Chargers slash like Deccan Chargers
हाँ
performance, I guess.
कब
Yeah.
हाँ वैसे था खींच खींच के लेके जाएंगे मामा, गाड़ी चल रहा ना,
हाँ,
चलने
हाँ।
दो। कुछ तो भी करके लेके गए स्कोर टू 140, 145 ऑड। हाँ, वो हो गया। देन आई थॉट 140, 145 तो इजीली चेज डाउन हो जाता, नो वेज वी आर गोइंग टू विन। ठीक है। एंड दे स्टार्टेड ऑफ प्रीटी वेल, RCB started the chase very well, and then RP Singh came with a burst. I think he removed Callus and someone else. I think it was Callus or Dravid. I don't quite remember. But his spell gave me a little hope. अरे ठीक है, थोड़ा चांस दिख रहा है, लेकिन till all wickets go, I am still not sure. Then came Rolf Vandermeer. अरे बाप रे, he started hitting everything out of the park. बोला अब तो गया बेटा. Then Gilchrist. Gilchrist knows when to bring in whom to change the course of the game. Gilchrist bought in Pragyan Oja. Pragyan Oja got hit by Vandermeer. ठीक है, मस्त से एक सॉलिड सिक्स मारा उसको. गिलक्रिस्ट बोला काम डाउन कर, कुछ नहीं होगा, तू विकेट लेगा उसको. टू डिलीवरीज लेटर he took Vandermeer's wicket, got him stumped. Oh my god. I think,
Yeah, I mean, Oja was the perfect left arm spinner one with the
yeah,
loop and
perfect,
all. मतलब वो
perfect.
मतलब टेम्प्ट करके आउट करना
Everything.
है ना.
Yeah, he took quick two wickets, turned the match in our favor. एंड बट दे वर स्टिल, इनका बैटिंग लाइनअप साला चलते जा रहा, चलते जा रहा, चलते जा रहा, खत्म ही नहीं हो रहा है इनका बैटिंग लाइनअप. बट
Yeah,
whenever
why
they
was
were,
Uttappa batting so low, man?
that was the thing about RCB, they had such a big batting lineup. Like you had like Uttapa had to really come at the end only, because before him there was Callis, Boucher, Dravid was obviously there, Kohli was there, then
Ross
Ross Taylor
Taylor.
was there. अरे कितने लोग आ रहे हैं भाई.
I think
Ah,
Vandamarva was that floater. I mean, first T20 floater, I guess.
yep. Because I think he was the main reason why they went to the playoffs, because that guy was performing really,
हाँ.
really well. And
लेकिन yeah, but
uh,
towards the end, I think फिर से हरमीत आके विकेट लिया ना उस मैच में भी.
Harmeet took a brilliant catch in the outfield. Huh? He took a brilliant catch. I don't know whom it was of Vinay Kumar or of Ross Taylor. I'm not too sure. He took two brilliant catches and running and diving catches. Huh? Not to be expected. I didn't expect an Indian player at that time to run and dive and take a catch. He took a brilliant catch in the outfield, and that changed the whole scenario. I think I knew at that time, okay, ठीक है, लग रहा है अब जीत सकते हैं. But it was still not over till,
But
you know,
Uthappa still was there, na. I mean, Uthappa was there.
Uttapa was
Kumble
there,
could bat.
Kumble could also bat. Uh, but I think it came down to the last over, and it was RP Singh who was bowling.
Yeah,
And
I remember listening to the narration of the last over while it was going on. The FM radios, right? I mean, that no TV,
yeah,
right? I was part of Nallakonta factory, so
correct, correct, correct.
I got hold of FM radio at my place, and then I was listening to it patiently. They were giving okay with a commentary. Okay, wow, for 6 balls, 15 to win, or 11 to win. I think it was
Some 15 to win it was.
15 to
And
win. So each.
I think Uttapa smashed a six at that point of time. I'm like, अरे यार, अब ये 9 to win हो गया है. Still three or four balls remaining, but RP Singh bowled really, really well. And you know, the last ball, I think some 8 runs were required, and I was like, okay, now I can start celebrating, because ठीक है, अगर सिर्फ उसको नो बॉल नहीं डालना है, बस छक्का मारे तो भी मारे.
Hmm.
So it's like, yes. Fortunately, he bowled a perfect block hole delivery, and Uttapa couldn't do anything. He just had to drive it to 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 the Venugopal Rao, and the celebration started when Venugopal Rao collected the ball and he raised his arms.
Yeah, man. That image, I mean, I've seen reruns of that match again. So he catch hold of the ball and starts running with his arms up like Sachin.
Yes.
Exactly like
so
Sachin.
so at that time, I'm like, all these bad memories of 2008 have been erased. We are the IPL champions.
It was such a, I mean, fairy tale script, man. I mean, two teams from the bottom, they go to the final, and then we finished the team that finished last in the first edition, finishing first. And I mean, so and, and we got to do it against RCB, our beloved RCB
RCB,
team,
yes.
and they were like, I guess, I mean, that is still continuing their plight against us. I mean, we are always a thorn in the flesh for RCB. But yeah, I mean, so why did we win? I mean, I'm still yet to make sense of why we won that year. I mean,
There is no secret. I don't know, and it's still a mystery. I think that, in a ways, you can call it the GABA moment, because like in GABA, no one expected us to win the fourth test. So, and there are some things which are just unexplainable. Your data statistics, or who should be in the final 11. All those will not explain, and that is the one thing about Hyderabad. कब क्या होता कुछ भी नहीं मालूम कुछ. So I don't know. I find it hard to believe how you won that.
yeah, T Suman was like he was playing as an opener, right? Primarily, I mean, he was playing pretty well, like how
Yeah, he was.
Aslotkar was
Yeah,
playing for the Goa and all. Suman, I remember
correct,
he anchored one full
correct.
match to and took us to victory and also.
Yes,
It was a
yeah,
terribly
yes, yes.
overperforming team. Harmeet Singh, T Suman, even players like Azhar Bilakia, we don't know who they are. I mean, and we have to talk about RP, man. So he was the purple cap. Now there's a saying right now in the IPL that it's
Yep.
not the person who wins the orange cap, but the person who wins the
I
purple cap wins the trophy for the team, right? So that started happening from the second season itself.
so I didn't expect RP Singh to win the purple cup, but boy, did he have a wonderful season. I think he took a resolve also to do well, because, and funny thing is, I met some of these cricketers when the 2008 season started. I met Adam Gilchrist. It was my dream come true. Uh, so I took an autograph. I met the Shahid Afridi also.
Oh, boom, boom.
And, boom boom, very nice guy, down to
Um,
earth guy. Uh, Met Rohit Sharma, met Venugopal Rao also. And I met RP Singh, and he was a very nice chap. Very accommodating. My camera was not working well at that time, so he was patiently standing there, and he said, "कोई नहीं आराम से time लो आप खींचेंगे photo." So managed to take a snap with him, and I, I I think RP Singh always delivers in those clutch moments. He did it in the World T20 final also, when you saw the momentum was kind of going away from India. He came in and he bowled some excellent lines and lengths, and he got wickets. And he's a very committed guy. I think, yeah, despite his shortcomings, and despite there being a lot of competition around him, I think he was one of those rare left arm bowlers that we found some potential in. And you know how the dearth of left arm bowlers we have in our country. I think he wanted to really prove to this franchise that I'm a very committed player. I can perform well, and he showed it. And he showed it, and he eventually became the purple cap holder. So
so yeah, so with the cup we had returned to Hyderabad. Did they have any, I mean, victory parade or anything? Did they come to LB Stadium
I,
or
I
Pulse
don't think
Stadium?
so. I don't think so
Was
that
there
happened. I
anything of
think the
that sort?
agitation at that time. No,
Yeah,
I
that
think
was
the
very big.
agitation was at its heights then. So I don't think. I don't think, very rarely IPL teams do that victory parade. It should become a thing though.
Yeah, it has to, man. I mean, the
I
best
really
part
do
of
feel. Yeah,
franchise sports is that fans, right? I mean, if you don't have the opportunity to celebrate with the
yeah,
team, then how do you keep them invested?
yep.
So it
See,
didn't even happen
even
during.
if it is, I know. So the league is still 14 years old, but I think it's still in its early stages. I still feel to reach the status of other leagues, like how you have the NFL or the EPL, it's going to take some time for them. for IPL also. But yeah, hopefully eventually we get there.
But yeah, so in 2009 we finished champions. Now in 2010, I think we were one of the top teams. Yeah, we were talked about a little bit, but eventually we were consumed by, Mumbai Indians and Chennai
Chennai,
rivalry that was beginning to start over
Chennai.
there. So because of
Yeah,
Sachin playing like anything and Chennai doing Chennai
oh,
things, we were kind of, even though we were the defending champions, we were in the bylines of the
yeah,
newspapers. So, but it was a
correct.
respectable
And
performance, right?
yeah, respectable performance. And again, we had to beat a very strong Delhi team to get into the semis, to make it to the playoffs. So, so yeah, it was quite an achievement to make it to the
So
playoffs
again, we had RCB for company, right, for the third place playoff.
again. For
Yeah,
the third place
earlier,
player,
yeah,
oh my god.
before IPL playoffs were a thing, we used to have this third place match, right? Like it for football World Cups.
Yes, yes, yes.
So in
Yeah,
that, I think half the
yes.
teams used
And
to not care about that match or something like that, right? Suppose when you're talking about football, but in
nobody cared about it. I'm like, yeah.
but still RCB,
But
I
there
kind of
also
avenged
we
their
really
loss.
lost. Yeah, in a ways. I think they bowled us out for 70 or 80 or they
Yeah, yeah. So it was
very
a,
low
like a
target
proper
that we gave them.
bashing, proper bashing,
Yeah, proper. You know what? I
and
didn't mind it. I'm like, yeah, third place you want, please take it. I'm not too bothered. We
we anyway
anyways beat
have
you
the
in the
cup.
final, so I'm not too
Anyway, we have the cup. But that also happened to be Adam Gilchrist's last match with Deccan Chargers. So what the happened after 2010 season and what
bothered.
happened at the auction? So what were they thinking? So let's talk about that.
It was all hazy for me from the 2011 season. They let go of everyone. They let go of Rohit Sharma. I'm like, Rohit Sharma, why? Okay, I know he's not performing, but at least you know he is a potential captain material for you guys. And Rohit Sharma left. He was eventually taken by Mumbai, and rest is history
You'll
for
rest is
Mumbai
history.
Indians.
But I mean, what were they thinking? I mean, they let go of everybody. Okay, there is some logic to saying, okay, Gilchrist is already 35 plus, so okay, we are leaving
Yeah,
him
yeah,
because we can't have him forever. Okay, that is fine. But why
yeah.
the
But
hell would
Gilchrist,
you?
personally, I felt he should have retired as a Charger, not as
Yeah,
a Punjab.
that, yeah,
Uh,
exactly, absolutely.
that
I
still
mean,
bugs me.
yeah. So he should have been there.
So
I mean, he should have been in a leadership role or somewhere because I mean, he was very passionate
something
about the
like that.
team. Him,
Very passionate.
Simons, and all were
See,
very passionate. Even I mean, if you still talk to Simons, I guess they still relate to the Deccan Chargers days. I mean, even now, whenever
and
the topic on the social media comes up, they talk about some inside joke that they have Rohit, Simons, and Scott Styris along with Adam Gilchrist. Some Kepke something.
correct, correct. And any foreigner who comes plays for Hyderabad, they have a connect. I mean, we know how David Warner loves Hyderabad, and
That
despite
is a
everything
separate
that had happened,
discussion.
yeah, there's everything that happened. But all these foreign players have there's something about our city which has a special connect. I think it reminds them of their times or something like that. Their city, very laid back, chill. uh,
Yeah.
so
So, but I mean, but what were the Mr. Venkatraman Reddy and co thinking when they were
uh,
when they were making the
they
team
had
and
terrible
stuff?
advisors.
I
They had
mean,
terrible advisors.
it was a no-brainer to have Rohit Sharma in the team. He was such a hit with the fans as well. And then, I mean, if you think that okay, but RP Singh was the reason why we won the 2009 trophy, then they should have at least retained him, right? He was still in his prime, 2010 period, 2010
Correct.
2011.
They should have. They should have. I think 2011 2012 season is I don't have many much
I mean,
memories for it because
that was
I myself
it was a fall from the grace. If you see the squad, I mean, we
seriously
decided to make Sangakkara the captain. Now, already we had seen what happens when you have a test specialist as captain in the first season. Now, why would the team want to repeat the same mistake? I don't understand that.
Yeah,
No,
we
no,
had some decent picks. I was very excited when Kevin
Dan
Peterson was picked.
Christian,
Dan Christian,
the million dollar man, the
Kima
original
Roche,
$1 million man,
Kima Roche,
Kimar Roach.
and Cameron White. I thought was a very good.
Yeah, yeah, Cameron White actually. Yeah.
Was very Chrislin. How can we forget Chrislin?
Chrislin, Mitch Marsh,
Mitch Marsh, yes,
Mitch
Mitchell
Marsh,
Marsh.
Darren Bravo.
uh,
But
so
the problem with that team was there were absolutely zero local stars. We only had
yeah,
Shikhar Dhawan who
zero.
was up and upcoming at that time. That's all.
And I was so not happy when Arjun Yadav was still in that squad. Yeah. I was like,
Of course, I
what is
mean,
this fellow still doing in this? What is this fellow still doing? Well, okay, that's how it was. And see, you don't when you feel disconnected, right, with the squad at that time itself, you won't even remember what matches or what memories you have from the matches.
yeah, absolutely. I mean, all I remember of those 2 years was Dale Steyn trying his level best to pull matches out. I mean, we were
Dale
barely
Steyn
scoring
was there.
120, 130.
Yeah, Dale Steyn was there, and then that spell against Mumbai, that 2 over spell which he did, my God,
Man, that
that
was
was
black magic, man.
magical.
He was swinging it at
I
150 kilometers per hour. I mean, they were
I thought
unplayable stuff.
6 balls, 6 wickets should have been there for that.
Yeah, man. I mean,
But
I think we were defending 110 runs, and we had to take it to
yeah,
we
something
took
like
it
that.
to the last over. I mean,
Yep. And then Rohit Sharma did it for them.
yeah. Then we had our $1 million man bowling it.
Uh,
Dan Christian, so good.
Dan
So
Christian,
whenever
oh
I
my
think
God.
about 2011 and 12, all I have in my head is just Dale Steyn, Dale Steyn, Dale Steyn.
Dale
He
Steyn
was
and probably
Ishan
that one
Sharma.
spell, Ishan Sharma. Yeah,
Ishan Sharma,
against
I think he
Kerala.
bowled well for a couple of
Tuskers.
matches. Yeah, especially
Yeah.
in that Kerala match. Then you also
Yes.
had random players. I mean, Rashti Theron,
Rusty
typical
Theran. I don't know
journeyman,
who all these people.
journeyman T20 specialist. Sunny Sohail was a revelation, man. I used to be a fan
Yeah.
of him. I even met him when I was in US. So when he was
Oh,
playing in
nice,
the
nice.
CPL as a US citizen, I happened to
Hmm.
meet him. So I spoke to him about Deccan Chargers memories, and he said he even remembers them fondly. So he was an
Okay, okay.
innovative
Very
player. I
nice.
mean, he was nowhere up to the quality of IPL, but he was fun to watch.
Fun to watch. There are some players who are fun to watch like these.
I mean, Kevin Peterson, he should have. I mean, maybe if he would have been there, maybe it would have been a different team. What do you say?
या वो बहुत बड़ा हाथ दिया आपने को
Oh,
बहुत ही बड़ा हाथ दिया उसने I was very excited that he'll come. Seeing him in that Deccan Chargers jersey would have been so cool. But बंदे ने बहुत बड़ा हाथ दिया. And JP Dumni भी था squad में.
yeah, yeah. JP Dubny was
But
there, but even he was underperforming. I mean, he wasn't up to his
yeah,
standard.
correct.
Sangakarra was like barely playing anything.
कुछ भी नहीं था उसका.
Amit Mishra,
वो
Mishra
अमित
Bhai
मिश्रा.
was like, yeah, he along with Dale Steyn probably. I mean,
Yeah.
they used to pull
I mean,
things
Amit
back.
Mishra and Dale Steyn, from Deccan Chargers to SRH, whatever
Yeah,
games they played, they really gave their 100% to
yeah.
us.
I mean, except for that embarrassing run out, Amit Mishra, I think, I mean, he has to go down
Yeah.
as a Deccan Chargers and Sunrisers legend.
Yes. And overall IPL, Amit
Yeah,
Mishra
yeah,
has been a
wow, yeah,
given
no
to
doubt.
IPL.
IPL legend, no Hall of Fame.
Right.
If there is ever a Hall of Fame, I guess Mishra will be one of the first persons, along with Malinga
Yeah,
and
yeah,
all.
yeah. Definitely. Definitely.
But I mean, so those were two black years, man. I remember every day going to college, hoping that the team saying that "Arey, we'll win today, will win that, and this we never won.
Number one.
Even it was definitely inconsequential. So
Yeah.
one of such inconsequential result for us turned out to be bad for RCB, if I remember. When Gale was smashing everything out of the ground that season, 2012 season, I think,
Yes, yes.
but they couldn't beat us in the last match and they go home crying. I can never forget that. Even though we were one of the worst teams in the tournament, we made sure that RCB didn't go to the playoff, which is why I was very happy that season. So, I mean,
And
that
see,
rivalry, that needle between the two teams is incredible, man.
it is really, both teams have had the best of it, each other. That David Warner catching Kohli, but then he overstepped on that boundary Lagan style.
Yeah, that Lagan
And
style,
then,
that later on. I mean, absolutely
and
great teams, great rivalry, great cricket matches, man. And there is so less talk about the rivalry.
seriously, that ABD versus Dale Steyn. I mean, could you have imagined IPL will bring two foreigners of the same nation and create a rivalry between them? I could have never imagined that.
Yeah, man, those couple of years when Dale Steyn was at his peak, AB was also probably at his ultimate peak.
Hmm,
Then the way
that was
AB
the
was
second.
playing, man, Steyn in those 2 years was unplayable. I mean, nobody could touch him. I
Correct,
mean, irrespective of the format.
correct.
But AB was like he was a computer, man. I mean, he could see where he's bowling. He could move whatever
He was a
way he wanted.
machine. He knew, okay, this is where he'll pitch. I am just going to hit him over there. That's
I think
it.
he once finished a match where 25 runs were needed of 2 overs. We'll give Stay in the 19th over so that he can finish up the game before it goes to the last over, so that AB can't chase whatever target is left in the last over. But
Correct,
AB's
correct,
like, what the hell are you talking, man? I'm Superman. I'll finish it in this over itself. And he absolutely
correct.
smashes Stain. I think
Smashed him.
Stain,
And
even to this day, doesn't know where to bowl to AB, I guess.
seriously. And I think even after the match, both of them, when Dale Steyn smashed the last ball, both of them came up to each other, hugged, and they both acknowledged that, boss, this is a moment that we have created for SRH and RCB. So those were good times.
The good times, man. I mean, that version of Stain that used to play for RC, for Deccan Chargers, and the beginning of the Sunrisers. I mean, that was
Yeah,
gold, man. I mean, we were privileged to
gold.
have him in our ranks. I still have my Dale Stain T-shirt. I mean, so
Oh, very
fan
nice,
for
very nice.
fan for life. So the
Very
only
nice.
silver lining in those two couple of years was Dale Stain, and then we had a
Dale
small
Steyn,
hope in a local talent called Shikhar Dhawan, who went on to
Shikhar Dhawan. Yes,
be one of our stalwarts when we came
yes.
into the SRH era. But I mean,
Yep,
so
yep.
then suddenly the end for Deccan Chargers was swift. I mean, suddenly out of the blue we came to
Yeah,
know that the franchise has disbanded. So I mean,
yep.
how did you take that?
Uh, knowing Deccan Chronicle as a newspaper, I wasn't surprised actually that this happened. You know how Deccan Chronicle is. You know what kind of news they put in. It's not up to the standard of other newspapers.
But local है
So
अपना
when
है तो चलता है.
अपना है तो चलता है क्योंकि ठीक है अपने को कुछ ना कुछ दिया है वो तो so when the news came out that Chargers is disbanding, it wasn't surprising, but at the end I was like, "Arey yaar, we created some really good memories, and now it's going to go away." It had so much of a connect to the city of Hyderabad itself. People identified with Deccan Chargers. I
Yeah,
mean,
even though the team was losing right in 2011 and
yeah,
12, but still
even if the
people
team was
went to the
losing,
stadium. Even people were still
and
cheering for the team.
people were still cheering. And whenever they showed the crowds, I can guarantee you that you will know someone from that crowd. अरे ये तो मेरा दोस्त है. अरे मैं तो इसके साथ स्कूल में जाता था. अरे टीवी में दिख गया मेरे को. That is the passion which we all had for Deccan Chargers.
Yeah,
And
so how did you stomach the news then that a Chennai management was going to take over the team? So I was very disappointed, man.
yeah, I was disappointed,
I was
but
expecting some local, I mean, somebody like Nagarjuna or somebody, if they would if they would take responsibility of the team.
it was too much to handle, I guess. And with every league that happens, with every league, as the league starts maturing, you kind of see that it only becomes it goes into the hands only of the few powerful who have a lot of money.
Yeah.
So
So
this
what? So the name Sunrisers Hyderabad, from Deccan Chargers to Sunrisers Hyderabad. What do you
oh
think?
my god,
What did you
it
think back
was a
then?
reset of everything because we had a crappy logo again, and we had a
Yeah,
crappy
and
song
I mean
also.
Sunrisers Hyderabad. We all had a hearty laugh as usual. Now, okay, we are synonymous with that. Okay, we have gotten used to that. But back then, Sunrisers Hyderabad was odd for us. I mean,
वेरी वेरी ऑड लाइक सनराइजर्स हैदराबाद क्या रे सन तो राइज होते रहता है ये सनराइजर्स कहाँ से आ गए चल
but
ठीक है
yeah, man.
वो सन टीवी ने खरीद लिया तो ठीक है दे हैव टू पुट देयर नेम इन इट so I guess even it took a time for SRH to connect with the city.
Yeah. It took a
It's
while until the first
it took
couple of years. Probably the attendance to the matches also decreased. Even though we
very
played
low.
exceptionally well in
Yeah,
2013, it was a
yeah.
superb season. 2013, actually, performance wise,
No one
as soon,
expected.
yeah, because I had zero expectations on the 2013 season
Yeah,
because of the squad that we had, because of the kit we
correct,
had, and all. But the way
correct.
we played that year, that was something extraordinary, which
Yeah,
is why I'm still a Sunrisers fan after so many years, after whatever happened with Honor and all. So, yeah, keep that aside. Now, let
yeah.
us
So
talk about the legacy of the Chargers. I mean, so, I mean, what do you remember Chargers by? I mean, for the IPL fans of that time, I mean, Gayatri Reddy was a big, big talking point. Even now, whenever the topic of Deccan Chargers comes by, everybody, yeah, we miss that
yeah,
girl, man, that
everyone.
cute girl who used to sit in the dugout.
So she was, some people didn't have to do anything in the Chargers, this thing, and they become legends. And Gayatri Reddy was one of them.
Yeah, she's definitely an
So
IPL legend, man.
yeah,
Everybody talks about that Ambani auntie who prays for the team and all.
Bunny
So I think,
Auntie is there, Juhi Chawla is there, and all that, but no one talks about this one.
yeah, yes. So
So
she's definitely missed. Everybody misses her. We know that. Then the song, man, the song.
oh, you can if you have a playlist and you don't have that song, then your playlist is not complete.
I mean, I need to find out who made that song, man. I heard that it was made by Sandeep Chowta or somebody. I mean, there was
Okay,
some
okay.
discussion.
I'm not too sure. But whoever made it, I hope that guy definitely gets royalty on that song, man. He definitely deserves it.
Definitely, it was such a superb song. The
Yeah,
merchandise, I mean, we won the trophy, right? I mean, the connect with that team is so strong that, I mean, the other day when I was walking across a cricket match happening on my street, one of the kids was having a 2009 champions autographed Batman that had the autograph of every player from the 2009 squad.
a friend of mine, when the Chargers won the 2009 season, there was some book that was released with photographs and everything. And this is supposed to be a limited edition. It's not in print anymore. So he bought that. And it is a very nice book actually. I went through it, not in detail, just a glance. It's a very nice book. It has pictures of the team of that season and how they were performing. And there's one friend of mine, he still has the Deccan Chargers wallet in prime condition. He bought it in 2010, I think, and he still has it. So, it is something that he doesn't relate to Sunrisers, but when it comes to Deccan Chargers, he's like, I'm a big fan.
Yeah, that's
I'm
what
a really
that's
big
one of the
fan.
sad thing that happened. Once the franchise got converted to SRH, people lost the connect and they moved on to other teams who were doing very well at that time. I mean, RCB was rising and all. But the legend of 2009 team still lives through, man. I mean,
Yeah, yeah. People still talk about it. It's like, how the movie Sholay was. I remember when Sholay was released, right? No one took interest in it. No one absolutely took interest, and the film was considered to be a flop. But then but now we know what Sholay is today, right? It has a cult status. Everyone sets a bar to that movie. It's the same thing with Deccan Chargers. You know, after it got disbanded, people really started loving it. Like they miss it. Like
yeah,
even the hardcore of the CSK fan will still admit that yes, Deccan Chargers is a very good name for a franchise. It has the best theme song. So not only with the city, it had a connect with a lot of people from other franchises, fans of other franchises also.
Yeah,
I mean, I know friends that who used to hum the song also. That they used to know the lyrics also so well. So magical, very magical.
magical times, magical team. I mean, it gave us so much, man. I mean, so may the Deccan, the legend of Deccan Chargers survive forever, and it is people like
Yeah,
us, more important, people like you, Varun bhai, who will keep the flag of Deccan Chargers flying. So
too kind, too
it
kind.
was I mean, how many ever teams the might come in the IPL? I mean, it might expand to 64 teams in the future with the kind of talent and demand that we have. But there will
Yeah,
be the original 8 teams, and Deccan Chargers will always be the original IPL team and the Pakka local Hyderabad team. I'm not sure if in future we'll have
ekdam.
a Hyderabad owner for the Hyderabad franchise. We never know when will that happen. But we had it once, so we need to cherish what we had. So with that, I guess we'll conclude this episode, which is a tribute to the Deccan Chargers franchise. So if the Deccan Holdings management is listening to this, would we not love to have the franchise back? Varun bhai, what do you say?
Oh, in heartbeat, if they should just take it, just bring it back, and I think the brand value of IPL will just double if it happens.
What a way to end the show.
Thanks, Rahul, for having me on the show. It was a very good pleasure, and hope you guys keep this thing going. All the best.
Okay, that was a wonderful discussion that we had with Varun Bhai. So, whoever is listening to this podcast for the first time, so this is a Telugu podcast. So, our default mode of operation is in Telugu. So, if you can understand and if you are a Telugu person, make sure that you check out all the content that we come up with, and make sure you subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts. If you follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and also you can if you are a user of Apple Podcast, make sure that you review us and write us a review so that others can find us and spread the joy. Okay, this is me, Rahul, signing off on behalf of the entire Cricket Nagaram team.